So as you can imagine, there's loads of to-do list applications on the market, but I wanted to hone in on to-do list apps that might be helpful for students this year. So a big thank you to Supernotes for sponsoring today's video. Here's a little bit more about them. So this month we're sponsored by Supernotes, and they're offering a generous 50% off with their student discount. Now Supernotes is a social note-taking application perfect for students and social note-takers alike. Now what makes Supernotes special? They have things called note cards, which can be customized with tags, colors, and more. A very minimalistic style, but has a lot of power behind it. You can even use a command prompt to find them easily and filter them down by tags for specific types of lessons and also lectures that you may be going to. You can also collaborate with friends inside of Supernotes, allowing you to share a note with them, allowing you to collaborate in real time with others. And the great thing is you can get Supernotes for free, but if you do upgrade to their yearly unlimited plan, you'll receive a 30-minute one-to-one call with the founders to walk through the application and discuss your productivity workflow. I've had Tobias and Connor on before here on the channel, and it's been a pleasure speaking to them. That time alone will be worth the upgrade to really customize your productivity workflow. So a huge thanks to Supernotes, and let your thoughts free with the application. You can find the link in the description below. So I'm going to run down 5 applications which I think are pretty helpful for students. My biggest recommendation for students is to-do list apps, note takers, and calendar apps. So I'd recommend checking out, making sure you get one of those, because honestly, huge impact in terms of keeping yourself organized and trying to reduce the stress that naturally comes with being organized and prepared at university or college. So the first one is Todoist. Now this has a free option. I started with Todoist at university and I found it really helpful because what it does really well, helps you to organize the next 7 days and onwards, and organizes it through projects. So I remember having a project or a folder for personal, social, academic, and professional. And these are like sort of 4 key areas that you tend to interact with whilst at university or college. And being able to keep an eye on the tasks that I had to do for all of them, whether it was coursework or whether it was like messaging certain people, like to go out in an evening, or maybe even to keep an eye on job market for your CV, all very helpful, but keeping it on top of it really can help reduce the amount of stress when more workload comes in. And I always found that when I was in like those busy situations, when more coursework was coming in, I was actually finding it less stressful. So Todoist is a great all-rounder. It's got some really beautiful design in the application. You can add things like subtasks in the Pro account, so I'd recommend checking that out. Number 2 is Microsoft To Do. Now this is a free experience. It comes a lot of times with Microsoft 365 with university packages, so I'd make sure to check out whether you can activate it inside of your package. But one thing I'd say about To Do is it's a really simple application, and it does have some social sharing functionality. So if you and your flat or your roommates want to be able to create a chore list, or maybe even when bills are set to come up, this is a great application because you share the Microsoft To Do between each other and you can assign stuff to each other, which is perfect for being able to keep on top of things that are happening around your flat or house. And you can even do this when you're doing and managing coursework or studies. Number 3 is Trello. Now this is more for the visual thinkers among us. I would say that Trello is great for being able to organize your tasks in a board view. So an old traditional methodology called Kanban, which was actually developed in the 1980s by Toyota, that were able to move elements from different sections of the process. So for example, imagine to do, doing, done, and dragging a task between them in the stages that they were going through. So I'd say Trello is really helpful for that, being able to capture ideas and bring them into fruition. Number 4 is AnyDo. Again, a very simple application. It comes with a calendar experience alongside it. I know a lot of people like to see their events and their to-dos together, and AnyDo does a good job of that, but it also helps you by creating lists that are effective, like grocery lists, maybe even tasks you want to do with your flat, a bit like Microsoft To Do. But a lot of it is trapped under the premium plan, which I believe is $72 per year, which is more the premium access of the application, but I believe they have a little bit cheaper monthly pricing if it's something that you want to invest in. Number 5 is Notion. Now again, really good for being able to organize tasks because you can simply create a checklist inside of the application, but you can also organize a sort of life wiki, all of the stuff that you have going on. Some people even use a templates to create goals. Some people use the templates to create class notes and things like that. But it's really up to you, and it's an open canvas in terms of how you organize your Notion. But I know a lot of people like to use it to be able to organize a simple list of tasks. Anyway, folks, those were 5 to-do list applications for students. Hopefully they were helpful, and please do check out Supernotes, who is the sponsor for today's video. But a big thank you. Feel free to leave a note which you used at university or college, or which one you're currently using. Thank you very much, folks. Cheerio.